I thought you said it would be full.
I don't know what's happened, Edna. I saw loads of people today, honest.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's past, so I intend to begin. I've been asked by Mrs. Birch if I chair the meeting, so if no one has any objections... Fine. Then I'll hand you over to Dean Wilkinson from Moby Communications, who's here tonight to answer your questions and perhaps calm a few fears. Mr. Wilkinson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Well, I didn't expect to see you tonight. I'm surprised your dad's let you come.
Yeah, he doesn't know I'm here, does he? Thinks I'm in Hotton seeing a mate.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Don't, please.
What's the matter?
I came here to see everybody, not just you.
You're not interested in me anymore?
Of course I am, it's just... Well, I'm in enough trouble already without getting in any more.
You think I'd get you into trouble?
Well, my dad does.
Yeah, well, what about you?
I don't think you would.
So we're still an item then?
The truth is, nobody knows what the effects are, do they? And until they do, I say we stay well clear of them.
Well, actually, the general consensus of opinion over safety is that the masts don't present a hazard to neighbouring homes or inhabitants.
Then why do you cite most of them in the country?
Well, there are several good reasons for that.
The main one being that there are less people in the country to object to what you're doing.
Here!
Mr. Chairman, I really must protest. Mr. Wilkinson's come out here tonight to set our minds at rest, and there are certain members in this audience who haven't even the good grace to let him speak.
I think if we all exercise a little discipline and a good deal of tolerance, we might be able to hear both sides of the argument. Andrew.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now, I'm no expert, but as far as I can tell, there's absolutely no proof that these masts are harmful. Right. Now, I use a mobile phone as part of my work, and I have to say that the reception in this area is very poor, so I'm afraid I'm in favour of anything that will improve.
Mr. Chairman, this man has a vested interest in wanting that mast put here. Once again, we are becoming the dumping ground for all the rubbish that the city dwellers will not tolerate in their own backyards. Well, I'm here to tell you, Mr. Wilkinson, that we will not have that mast here. And I'm not just speaking for myself, I am speaking for the majority of people in this village.
The majority of people, Edna? I'm sorry, my maths has never been really good, but I'm looking round this room and I'm counting, what, 15, 20 people? If you had them all behind you, which you obviously don't, I hardly think that constitutes a majority of the people who live in this village.
Just because the people aren't here doesn't mean to say they don't support us. As this petition shows, there are almost 100 signatures on this document, and they all want the same thing, a mast-free village.
Here, here.
Mr. Chairman, I submit this petition to the meeting for its perusal.
Tough now, eh?
You know, she could have forged those signatures.
Edna may be vindictive, Jack, but she's no cheat.
Bit of a surprise, this petition, eh?
Played like a master, Mrs. Birch.
Listen again, Mr. Wilkinson, we're deadly serious, and if you don't take notice of what we've said, we're prepared to fight you all the way. Planning permission, installation, I mean, we won't give up.
And we've got the support of the local paper.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Fancy a drink, Dean?
No, I won't bother, Jack, if it's all the same to you. I've got to get home.
Be sure.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Vicar.
Right.
Mrs. Birch.
Oh, well, thanks for coming over, anyway.
Yeah, no problem.
Look, you know how much all this means to me. I'm sure you won't take Edna's petition too seriously.
Sorry, Jack, we have to. 100 people? That's a pretty big percentage of this village's population.
If they're all from the village.
Yeah, but it's not just that. I mean, they've got the local paper involved as well. To be honest, I don't need that sort of aggro.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I'll be in touch.
Yeah, we're still going to go ahead, though, aren't we?
I'll ring you, Jack.
Not so confident now, eh?
What are you trying to do to me, Edna? You realise if they don't go ahead with that mast, I'm going to lose my farm.
Oh, you're always pleading poverty.
Well, maybe that's because I'm poor, you stupid woman. This isn't about spare cash, it's about survival. The only thing that'll keep me afloat next year is the annual rental I'll get from that mast. And what you've done today is put the final nail in my coffin.
If you're asking us to withdraw our objections, then you're barking up the wrong tree. The long-term safety of these people comes before your problems.
OK! If you won't do it for me, do it for my kids.
I am doing it for your
Oh.
kids. Oh, you may be poor, Jack. You may be losing your farm, but that's your problem. Mine is stopping this mast from being built, and this is what'll do it.
Well, I'll show you what I think of you and your stupid petition. Show them that!